As the Israel-Palestine conflict continues to escalate, the death toll is rising at an alarming rate. The Hamas's militant group's attack in Israel has led to the death of over 600 Israelis so far, but the coordinated attack has also killed many foreigners. Among those dead are several international students as well. In a press meeting, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that the country is verifying reports of American nationals who have been killed in Israel. U.S. authorities are also in the process of identifying American nationals in Israel who are currently missing. Meanwhile, sources have revealed that 10 international students from Nepal have been killed in the unprecedented attack on Israel. Nepal's foreign ministry has revealed that 2 Nepalese students are confirmed safe, while 4 students were wounded in the conflict. They are currently receiving medical treatment at a local hospital in Israel. But that's not all. France's foreign ministry has also issued a statement saying that a French national has lost his life, while 7 others are still missing. And for the latest, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report from, our correspondent Saloni Murarka has sent us this report from Kathmandu.
As many as 10 Nepali nationals have lost their lives following the gruesome attack by the Hamas militant group in Israel. The Nepal government has also informed that there are currently 4,500 Nepali nationals who are serving as caregivers. In addition to this, there are 265 Nepali students currently in Israel, while all the efforts are being made to repatriate them as soon as possible. Nepal ambassador to Israel has also confirmed that all the bodies will be sent to Nepal as soon as possible. Meanwhile, the Nepal government and the Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dal held a meeting earlier this morning, and a coordination mechanism was established. This mechanism will overlook all the incident and the situation and will make all the efforts and decisions to rescue the Nepalese nationals from Israel as soon as possible. Saloni Murarka for WION World is One in Sira, Nepal.
Let's talk more about what is happening in Israel. And retired Colonel David B. Des Roches is a professor, Near East South Asia Center for Strategic Studies and National Defense University, is now joining us live from Washington, D.C. Colonel David, thank you very much for making time for us, and welcome to WION World is One. What do you think Hamas wants?
Well, I think that they want a degree of autonomy. Right now, Gaza, the area they control, is pretty much under total control of Israel in terms of what comes in and out. Gaza does have a border with Egypt, but the Egyptians work in concert with the Israelis. And I think what they want is, a functioning airport and the ability to bring in supplies, to include probably weapons, without any Israeli interference.
Colonel David, probably can give us a scenario of what to expect in the coming days, because we are seeing that Israel is declaring that they're in total war, meaning that this is going to be a difficult path both for Israel and for Gaza. What should we expect in the coming days?
Well, I'm not quite sure, because this is unprecedented in Israeli military operations. But Israeli military operations are generally conducted with a greater degree of restraint than is the norm for the Middle East. What they have done is we've seen announcements on Twitter where they've taken specific regions of Gaza and said, look, if you live here, you need to move to this location. They've also apparently sent targeted phone messages out to individual Palestinians living in Gaza saying, look, we know you live here, you better leave now. So to me, that indicates that they're going to destroy those areas. And I think what Israel has decided is that in the past, Gaza has hidden, or Hamas has hidden military infrastructure among civilian targets. And I think Israel has said, that's it, we're just going to destroy all of this.
Colonel David, we're just receiving reports from the White House that U.S. President Joe Biden has ordered additional support for Israel after the attack by Palestinian militant group Hamas. The White House also adds that the president directed additional support for Israel in the face of this unprecedented terrorist assault by Hamas. What sort of support is America giving to Israel, and what impact will that have?
Well, America is the largest provider of military assistance to Israel. And Israel is our largest recipient of military assistance. They also are substantial recipients of civilian assistance. So I think what we'll probably see are increases in parts for Israeli jets, all of which are American manufactured. We'll probably see increases in precision guided munitions. One possibility is the U.S. has bought a couple of Iron Dome systems, which quite frankly don't meet our defense requirements. It was kind of forced on the U.S. Army and Marine Corps as a kind of hidden aid to Israel, to have a client. And I think the United States may give those back to Israel since they don't really fit in with our military here. But I'm sure that folks in the Pentagon and State Department have been scrubbing the list, and I'm sure Israel has a big list of demands. Number one will be money, but I think probably things that would enable precision strike are high on the list.
All right, we're also receiving reports, Colonel David, that Poland has decided to remove their nationals from Israel. Actually, there is a plane that is called Operation Neon, and we understand that it is already in Israel to sort of repatriate the citizens in EU from Israel. America has not done that. Why do you think it has not done that yet?
I think it's because we probably can't. There are so many Americans who are resident in Israel. Many of them are dual nationals, and I think that if the numbers are huge. And the other issue, of course, is if the United States were to order a withdrawal, that could create some sort of panic among the Israelis. But the numbers of Americans, particularly American dual nationals who are in Israel at any time, is a truly big number. It's similar to the situation you have in India, actually. Mm-hmm. It's just physically probably not possible to remove all the American citizens, particularly when you take dual nationals into account.
All right, I've been talking to retired Colonel David B. Des-Roches, who's a professor, Near East South Asia Center for Strategic Studies. Colonel David, thank you for talking to WION World is One today.
It's always an honor.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.